Elizabeth, please! Somebody please help me, please! Okay. Was that all right?
That was good.
British people are weird as hell. Eccentric, quirky, characterful. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I love weird. I've made it my mission to celebrate Britain's most obscure. Because being fearless enough to be who you want to be makes you not only pretty damn cool, but an inspiration to those that are hiding their authenticity. Like any good explorer, I'll be collecting trinkets and merit badges to honour my time spent with each person. I'm Elizabeth McCafferty, and this is Explore the Obscure. For nearly 15 years, my career was predominantly focused on acting, but sadly, I never quite made it. Someone who has, on the other hand, is TikTok famous dramatic actor Lewis Saunderson. Known for his highly dramatic and despairing vignettes, Lewis racks up millions of views per videos and earns so much money that he now does this full time. But what does it take to create these videos? And is this a serious vocation? I was here to find out. How do you get to that emotional level so quickly?
You know, if you watch a TV drama or you watch a movie, my style and my approach is those dramatic moments that everything kind of builds to, that is my content. So really I rely on the on-screen title to sort of let them know. So for example, this one would be, boyfriend's pregnant partner is attacked and left for dead.
I hadn't acted in a while, but Lewis still believed in my talents and decided to make me the star of his latest video.
You're waiting on the bridge for me to meet you. So we don't know where you've come from. We don't know where I'm coming from. We just know that we're in a relationship and we're planning to meet. You've got some exciting news to tell me, which is that you're pregnant. We get off the phone and then we're going to do sort of in the woods POV of a kind of unknown presence. So a stalker who's kind of just watching you in this kind of deserted area. And I'm about to ask you to marry me. So the audience are already thinking like, that's huge news for her to tell him, and that's huge news for him to tell her, but also they're reading the on-screen text, which is telling them that something really tragic is about to happen to you. So this is what we're going to do today.
Right, got you.
Okay, cool.
I started to feel nervous about potential passers-by as I was thrown straight into it. Okay, hurry up. I've got some exciting news to tell you.
If I can see it's working straight away, I just like some variety is really good, of course. I'm working.
So you're happy with that?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That will work perfect. It's nice, you look great, it's natural, I can hear it, it feels real. And just make the rub a bit bigger. So I cut from that to that, yeah. And then it's a love you too. And then you hang up the phone.
Yeah, I love you too. It would seem Lewis knew exactly what the people wanted, and there was no messing around. I wasn't used to working so quickly compared to traditional sets, but I guess this was the difference when acting for social media. I was keen to do a good job and remain as professional as ever. Do you get recognised a lot?
A lot of the kind of secondary school kids, if they're in big groups and I'm sort of walking by, going to the shops, they will kind of come up to me and ask for a photo and whatever. For all of the love and support and fans for my work, there's also the ones that can be mean or negative or confused to what I do or the kind of content that I make, and I haven't encountered any of those people yet on the streets. I try to keep my head down when I'm out and about because, you know, it gives me a bit of anxiety in a way, even if it's gonna be a positive interaction, especially if there's kind of big groups of young people. I sort of maybe want to go the other way. Action.
We hadn't been stopped by any fans yet, but I was all too aware of the possibility. Maybe starring in Lewis's video could be the way to restart my own acting career. One take wonder.
Yeah, this is where I bury a lot of bodies. See, it's all disguised by acting, but actually I'm a serial killer. Okay, and you start walking back first. A bit faster. Hey, baby. I'm on my way. Yeah, that's fine. Love you. I'm nearly there. Perfect, cool.
It would appear Lewis was also a one-take wonder. But not everyone understands the phrase quiet on set.
We get a lot of this in Peterborough. Mum, I'm going to ask Elizabeth to marry me. Yeah, I've got some options.
Just felt a bit like closer.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One more
In terms of the end goal, so firstly, I enjoy just doing what I'm doing, but in terms of the end goal or the long-term goal, you know, to be basically working with brands and showing a different side to me, but basically it's extra streams of revenue, it's what will make the longevity of this continue for a long time, because, you know, the cancel culture of today, I could wake up one morning and I've been cancelled on social media. You know, I could have done something that's really triggered somebody or offended somebody.
What were you doing before?
So you know, I trained as an actor. I spent many years after leaving drama school sort of doing the actor's thing of, you know, auditioning and getting jobs and not getting jobs and not getting more jobs than I was getting. But then around that, to support me around living as an actor in such a competitive industry, for many years I was working in hospitality, behind the bars, as a waiter. Continuing with freelance drama teaching and still doing lots of hospitality, and then COVID happened. I was out of work, had no job, had no income. Then I became a support worker for children and young people with learning disabilities and challenging behaviour, and I basically did that for about 4.5 years, all the way up until the end of last year. And then at the end of last year, it got to the point where actually, if this, like, as things currently are, I can actually make a good living just doing this.
Are you earning a better living than what you were doing before doing this?
100%, yeah.
As the day progressed, it became increasingly more difficult to have our shoot uninterrupted.
We've got some more golfers coming.
Elizabeth, baby, Elizabeth, can you hear me? Somebody help me, please! Somebody!
Okay, we're going to cut there because we've got someone coming.
Is it the death scene?
I refused to break character, which did become quite confusing when the character name was the same as my own.
Elizabeth! Baby, please! Elizabeth, wake up! Elizabeth, please! Somebody help me, please! Somebody please help me, please! Elizabeth, please, baby! Please, somebody, please!
Cool.
I'm quite exhausted as well, to be fair.
What I always find after those moments is my adrenaline's through the roof, and then it's just about bringing myself back down, which is why I always leave those moments till last. Some of my videos you see, I'm covered in blood, I'm covered in mud, I'm covered in sweat, I'm covered in ash, whatever, you know, playing fireman or whatever, you know, I'm covered in, you know, special effects makeup where I'm frozen or frostbite or whatever, and then I've got all of that and all of the tears and all of the adrenaline, so then I just run a nice hot bath and wash it all off, you know.
The shoot was done in under half an hour, which in the film world is unheard of. Lewis even said he'd get the edit done by the end of the day.
Do you look at your comments?
I stopped reading comments. This isn't just an unsupportive comment on a video. This is actually a paragraph of aggression on a direct message where somebody's actually went out of their way to be really, really, you know, mean is kind of not doing it justice. I'll give you something to cry about, I'll break your legs, I'll break your arms, I'll make you cry, you little, you know, you little pussy, you this, you that, you fucking cry baby, da 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 da. I'll give you something, I'll hurt you family. Do you know what I mean? Just really unnecessarily abusive and aggressive, and I've had a load of those over time.
Do you think that people presume you've got some sort of like trauma fetish or something? Well, what's the deal?
Yes, because sometimes that has been in the comment section, you know, oh, this guy has a trauma fetish. It's like when you're tuning into EastEnders every day of the week, do you know what I mean? You're not watching it for comedy, you're enjoying the dramatic stuff.
Where does the emotional kind of drive come from? Like, how do you actually, why is it stored inside? Because you reach it so easily.
I'm quite a sensitive person in the sense of, you know, if I watch something, a really sad scene in a movie or whatever, like, I'm getting emotional, you know? Like, I really empathise, I'm in it, I believe it, and it's emotionally having an impact on me. I need to give it everything, and I need to commit to it fully, because I need to know that when the audience watch it, they believe it, they feel it, and they get that same feeling from watching me in those real emotional moments, like I used to get, or still get, when I see those moments in TV shows and movies, and how it makes me feel.
All there was to do now was to wait for the video to be released. The video came out during the drive home, and I couldn't resist asking to pull over to watch my TikTok acting debut.
Oh, please, wake up, baby! Please! Elizabeth, please!
Hey baby, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Hurry up. That's what exciting news. Oh, the slow-mo stomach rubbing.
I'm nearly there. Mum, I'm going to ask Elizabeth to marry me. She's got no idea I'm meeting her now. Mum, I've got to go.
Slow-mo rub.
Baby! What the? Elizabeth! Baby, wake up, please! What the? Somebody help me! Please, somebody help me, please! Come on, please, wake up, baby! Please! Elizabeth, please!
Fucking hell.
Unlike Lewis advised, once I got back to the Airbnb, I couldn't resist reading the comments for myself.
There is like an overwhelming amount of comments. It's so funny when she rubs her belly in slow motion. He failed as an actor, has no job and gets paid for people laughing at his so-called acting. How does he get these people to make these with him? This is despaircore. Slay. Unbearable watch, mate. Cheers. Someone please cast him. This unrelenting agony has got to stop. I'm overwhelmed reading the comments and the amount of them, like, and it's not even my video. Do you know what I mean? It's like, to get this every day is insane. What my biggest fear, I'm not gonna lie, was someone slagging me off. It's my ego, it says a lot there. But no, someone's here though. I really hope this chick doesn't think this dude is her ticket to actual acting roles. Are you not embarrassed? Oh, someone said it must be a bit jarring hearing your own name in one of these. How much did you pay her to do this? I'd have been chuffed with some money, to be fair.
It would seem that Lewis takes his videos and career as a content creator more seriously than I initially believed, but I loved spending time with someone who was so passionate about the niche he'd created within his craft.